2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Keep playing hard.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Quarter. Snicker, spin.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. This is Coleman with a grab. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
I'm going back to you. Watch recon, 132 fighter.
Now it's Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down.
1st down, Steelers.
Like 20. Watch the screen. Hey, alert. Mike's 50. Ready? Hey, let go. Mike 50. Watch the slant. Check. Show that bench release and go. Check.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And just like that, it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. But it's brought in by Washington. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Mike's 50. Watch the screen. 77. Watch the screen.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
11.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. That'll be complete to Breida. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
When a linebacker's able to sit at the 2nd level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Garoppolo now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Jack 16. 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D.
From the 38, Garoppolo. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Here we go.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, high 7. Middle. 50. Mike 50. Check. Black and burn.
Here's Roethlisberger. Bryant has it. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on second down. Roethlisberger. And he's got some space here. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
On first down, here's Breida. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the Steelers' 14-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Got a man, it's Brown. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1, in the 2018 season.
Now it's Gould after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Looking to throw on second down. Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
A gain of 22 yards.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Check it back. No spacing.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Yeah, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Focus. Check. Fresno. Take 2 of them. 22, 44. Watch safety 3.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Dancing to his left. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And Boswell's kick is good. Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Well, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 38. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Hey, Charlie! Take both of them. Check three. Cross. 50. Switch gears.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check. Good. Lucky. Check. Take 2 of them. Back. Hey, black and third.
Roethlisberger will throw. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 38, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Here we go. First and 10 at the 45. Come on, fellas, here we go.
On first down, Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this. Run a big shot down. Nope. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. Leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
28-yard line.
Here we go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go, G.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's brought down after a very nice game. 22 yards there, a first down.
54, right there.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. This will be caught by Brown. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. He's going deep for Brown. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Mike 50. Solid. 5 down. Check. Hey, watch it. Whip. These two. Watch it.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Complete to Washington. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Washington. A gain of 29 yards. First down, Steelers.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Hey, alert. Hey, exit. Hey, Mike 50.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Tighten up. Nichols, got to spin. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. 56 to Mike. 56 to Mike.
They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Show that bench release and go. Here, smooth. You got tight. You double. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Cheat these two. Monday. Check safety. 49.
Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Took till the 2nd half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. On 1st down, it's Samuels. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jalen Samuels, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch the pass.
On play action, now Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4. They run forward, Breida. And he is going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. A little bit of space there for the 1st down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. From just shy of midfield, Garoppolo. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Garoppolo now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Garoppolo finding his tight end Kittle. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Hey, wahoo!
That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score Steelers 10, 49ers 3.
Here we go.
55, come on. In your face.
65.
To throw is Garoppolo. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 23.
Here we go.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Garoppolo's throw taken in by Samuel. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
The Niners on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
9 yards. Tackle made.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They were trying to go to Brown once again, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Let's get off the field, D. 21.
55, my God, 55.
Garoppolo again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have... They didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On 2nd down, they'll run with White, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Washington's got it. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
It doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
No spacing. 54. What's up? 59, what's up? 59, what's up? I'm coming after you. Take both of them. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Check it out, Reed. Tighten up. Easy. Tighten up.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. It's caught by Bryant. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Focus. Rep. Tight guard. Take 2 of them. Slam. Shift.
Now Roethlisberger. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Eight. Mine's 50. Coming this way.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
I know he ain't got it. Under 10. Hey, Delta. 10.
And they, in fact, will throw it. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
at the 48.
Mark 56. Alert. Cross, middle. Hey, Alpha.
Check 24.
You good?
Hey, check 24.
Take two of them.
Check.
Roethlisberger going to throw it. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they're getting with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
50. These two.
Kill. Turn it.
Double.
Kill. Turn it. Check 9. Check.
Bravo.
Check hot route. Hot.
56.
Throwing on second and long. Roethlisberger, and it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down.
Alert 3. Heat these two. No foul. Hey, Echo. These two.
He's coming.
Double bump.
We got double up. Bang.
Big.
Bang. Check 3.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. Boswell good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the 49ers get a score closer. Gold with the extra point, and that makes it 24-13. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And it's the Steelers that come up with it. And that should just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
King. Hey!
He's cracked.
What's up? 59, what's up? 59, what's up?
Kill.
Take both of them.
Check 31.
Oh, Roethlisberger going to throw. Bryant has it. The 30. 10. 5. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Martavis Bryant, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken at the 3. And he's going to go out of bounds on the return. He won't even get this thing back to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now a play fake here on first down. Open man is Samuel, complete. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Here we go.
It's a gain of 20.
Here we go.
That's good for a 49er touchdown.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
On first down, Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. Well, an interesting finish to this one. They get in the end zone at the end of the game.